Hi, this is John Rowell for the Rowell Report. Today is Monday, October 13th, 2025. Welcome to my channel. I'm sorry for the late hour of this video. I hope to have my videos come out earlier in the day. Anyway, it's been a busy day and this is my first opportunity to get a video up. And today I want to talk about the Tomahawk missiles, and the theme of this video is more pain for Ukraine. So anyway, let's discuss this whole topic of more pain for Ukraine. And you may be saying to yourself, what do you mean more pain for Ukraine? Russia is the one who's going to be feeling the pain. These Tomahawk missiles will be flying into every Russian city and destroying everything. So Russians will drop everything. They'll drop their weapons. They'll drop, all their knives and their forks, and they'll all just collectively run to Vladivostok. And some will even jump into the ocean and try to swim. So no, that is the scenario, the fictitious scenario painted by the news media. Every time they want to introduce a new and revolutionary weapon system into this conflict, saying it's a game changer, it hasn't been. But the Tomahawk system is a little bit special. These missiles can possibly hold a nuclear warhead. So we're starting to get into the desperation, Hail Mary type of weapon system which Ukraine is depending on to try to rescue a victory. But it will not be, since Russia has a very good air defense system and will handle the Tomahawk missiles. And so regarding the topic for today, more pain for Ukraine, we will see pain in three different areas for Ukraine. First, according to what I've read, in order for Ukraine to be privileged users of the Tomahawk missile system, they need to mobilize anyone who's 18 years of age and older. And this was something that the Biden administration was pushing for some time, and it was dropped. The mobilization of, basically teenagers to the front lines. So Ukraine will feel the pain when all of their 18-year-old kids and above will be mobilized. And this is the last desperation attempt, like Hitler when he pulled kids into service to defend Berlin. Zelensky is now pulling in kids to go to the front lines. And with a day or two of practice, all these kids who are all pumped up with adrenaline and enthusiastic and thinking that they will change the world. They get to the front lines and they'll get hit by a Fab 500 bomb, or they'll be hit by a drone, or they'll be hit by something else, and that'll be it. So all these kids who have such a great future, going to the front lines will bring a lot of pain to Ukraine. The second point of this more pain for Ukraine is that if the Tomahawk missiles were to be used, Russia would certainly increase the volume of its missiles and drones that it would send sometimes on a nightly basis into Ukraine, hitting more and more targets, leaving Ukraine as a crippled state with a ravaged infrastructure. So anyway, this will bring, tremendous pain to Ukraine, that Russia would begin to increase its punishment through its missiles and drones. And the third point is we're getting very close to winter, and if it's 30 below and you don't have heat, you're in a world of hurt, especially if you're a family or it's an elderly person. So anyway, the winter coming and deciding to use Tomahawk missiles is not a very smart combination. So especially considering that Russia has handled the ATACMS missiles and the Storm Shadows, and that they will be handling this missile system. This is a huge risk, both for the United States and Ukraine. But finally, as a conclusion to this video, I think the pain that Ukraine will be feeling if they were to use the Tomahawk missiles may bring a faster end to this conflict, and it may avoid the mass of 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22-year-olds going to the front lines. But also, the people could be more hardened to think that they have the possibility of winning this conflict if they are to use the Tomahawks. And so we could see a total defeat of Ukraine, like nothing left of their current government. Of course, they're not going to stay in Ukraine. They would flee to somewhere where they can take advantage of all the billions that they have had access to during these past years. But anyway, whoever's left in Ukraine, they're going to feel a whole world of hurt. And they'll have a hard time getting any kind of a good deal with Russia. So that would be, I guess, the last pain if they were to use the Tomahawk missiles. So anyway, I really think that we're heading in that direction. And if they were to use the Tomahawk missile to try to do a decapitation strike on the Russian leadership, we may see Russia kick up this conflict from a special military operation to the elimination of a terrorist organization. And so that could also kick up a whole new level of conflict. So anyway, thank you for joining me today for this video. If I think that there's more pain in store for Ukraine, yes, there is. I guess they like that because otherwise they'd be at the negotiating table. So anyway, we'll get more information, I'm sure, in the coming days about this Tomahawk missiles and how soon they'll be in Ukraine. And I'm sure that the arrival of those missiles to Ukraine will ensure more pain for Ukraine. So thank you for joining me today for this video. If you have a comment to make, you can leave it below. Please like this video and subscribe. And I hope to see you back for more videos. Have a good day. Bye-bye.